This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Stanley,
He sat at his desk.
number 427, your statistics are not good enough.
On a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That would be
Although
infuriating.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
What?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh,
no
no.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Is he the
Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Is he the
This
last person
complete
alive?
Isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Oh no.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't
Stanley
know.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Beat you there.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Almost certainly 50.
Those are rookie numbers.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the
Fingers!
cost.
The
Why don't you
fingers!
go put 20
They
clicks
give
to
out!
the door number 417.
417. All right. Let's go to 417. What the hell is 417? 417, 420. 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
And we go for.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now,
Yeah.
door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 415. Here we come. Wait, 417, 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, voice in my head.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Yeah, sure.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. The voices in my head are finally approving. No, 417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419.
Yes! The This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. All right. All right. We're going 416.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How dare you? How dare you? I wanted to go to 416. There is no 416. There is no 416. Please tell me there is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No. No. Tap on the window. Looks like an interrogation room.
Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No, I'm not just going to stand. Can't stand there. Standing still?
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Hello. Down open. All right.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible, but at last he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No, we haven't.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Liar.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
No. I shall not take your micro manipulations. I don't think so.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Shut up. Where? So we go through here. We go through here. Right.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes, I did.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone.
I missed.
He's taken to his apartment.
I'm not
where he
supposed to
finds
miss.
his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
All right.
This way, please.
All right. So where are we going? No. Ah, damn. Damn. No. Sorry, buddy. It's not gonna go the way you want it to. I won't let it.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Achievement. No, seriously, we disabled it.
This place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh my. So we're going back this way. Right. Okay. Alright, what do you expect?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
How about I sit down? But I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I wonder if I just wait here. I'll just take my hands off the mouse and keyboard. No. God damn it. Alright, go down the left.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Oh, well,
Is it
let's
better
continue.
To shut the game down entirely, to willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Okay. Do we restart? Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
I thought it
My
was
entire
clever,
game
yeah.
destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Yeah.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I heard.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I heard.
That thought hadn't even occurred
I just
to
weren't
you,
listening.
had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
Yeah, maybe.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That
Let's
means
see.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
How many
When
times?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Right.
he entered the door on his left.
No. No. No, 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 no.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley
I wonder
would.
how many times I
That
can do
means
this.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
don't
follow
want
my
to.
lead and you'll be fine.
I
All right.
don't want to.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I absolutely...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as
I'm gonna
Stanley
try
would.
one more time.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Let me do
I'm
it.
quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Let me do
Just
it.
follow
Let
my
me do
lead
it.
and you'll be fine. All
Let me
right.
do it. Let me do it. Let me do
When
it. Let me
Stanley
do
came
it.
to
Let
a
me
set
do
of
it.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Am I? No, I'm going for this one. Ooh.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be
gonna
fine.
put the story
All right.
first.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
If I have to. Right. Right. Right.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Projection. We got the projection here. We're not going upstairs yet. I haven't disappointed you enough on this floor. Everyone is you. You master bar. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global. Number slides on this slide. Charts and slide. Oh, well that must be important. If there's charts and slides, rate which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh my God. Those numbers. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Oh my God. Please, no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Stop. The boss appreciated me on your boss appreciation meal worksheet. The circle, the top things you love most about your boss. I don't. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss. No. Solving interpersonal conflicts. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict, unless you can't know. What are your dreams of the future? Success, nature, metamorphosis, travel, spring break, home, less air, pollution, a boat, mitosis, clear skin. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do not unbelievably amazing work. Oh, God. With no exception of promotion or don't get fired. How to solve a dispute. Let it ball up inside you. Take it past me. How about we do it the right way? The wrong way. Resent co-workers first. Use a slice to assure employees that everything is okay. Nothing's okay. Everything's going pear-shaped. Everything. Everything! No one's unique. Now it's time to go up to the bosses. Broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But I want to go. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you cut off those stairs? They knew what I was going to do. They're on to me. Damn. God damn it. Why? I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Let me go. God damn it. Let me go. How dare you? That's the secretary's computer. What you doing? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? None of this goddamn works? Oh, goddamn, you're useless. Dear, let me sit down. No, I can't sit down.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Nobody
life.
here.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
God damn it.
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Ball 69.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Ball 69. Ball 69. Ball 69.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Balls. 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 Night Shark?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take
You're
a
not
story
gonna get it.
seriously.
You're not gonna
If you
get
didn't
it.
want to see
You're
what I
not
had to
gonna
show
get
you,
it.
then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
No, everything's fine.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Stanley.
The story needs you.
Stanley.
It needs you to make a decision. It cannot
Stanley.
exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
No.
Anything.
No.
This
No.
is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Sorry, Leroy. Jokes. Jokes. Did I get one of the endings?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah. Okay. So let's
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
There was nothing here. No choice to make.
It's
no
a
path
broom
to follow,
closet.
Just an empty broom closet. No reason
It's nice
to
and
still be
comfortable.
here.
It's nice and comfortable. You ain't getting me out of here. You ain't getting me out of here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, I'm fine doing that. I'm fine doing that. Whatever drives you the most insane, bro.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
I am.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
No, you're not going to get any explanation. Come on, bro.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Yeah. What are you waiting for, bro?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite. I hope your friends
Oh,
find this
Gromit.
concerning.
Cheese. Cheese, Gromit. Cheese.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That
How
or with
dare
drug
you?
money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. I'm cool here.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You
Nope.
got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
No.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of
No, I'm
before it
perfectly
begins
fine.
to decompose.
I'm perfectly fine.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
I'm perfectly
The person
fine.
at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human
Oh, this
physiological
person at the
vulnerabilities.
keyboard
It's
is
indicative
dead.
of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place.
I'm
making sure
sorry.
they understand basic first-person
I'm sorry.
video game mechanics.
It's
and
not gonna
filling them
change
in
a
on the history
thing.
of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
What
All right.
commentary?
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. 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 No, I still feel you got a bit more in you. I still feel you've got a bit more like madness in you. I still feel that after a while you are gonna go insane. I want to see it. I want to see it. I thrive on your suffering. Ooh, a broom. I mean, there. Hello? Hey. Guess what? It's not gonna work. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay in this corner. I want to see how long it takes. Will he respond? Bow chicka bow 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 chicka bow bow. Who's got more patience, me or you? Probably you, but it's still funny. Actually, what's that?
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You
No.
too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
All right. We good? Hello? No, we're going back in it. Hey, hey. Hey. Whee. Got a minute? You got a minute? Did he actually? I wonder. No? Is the door going to shut on me if I go through here?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Oh, well.
And in such a competitive economy, Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
It's
All
going
of my coworkers
round
blinking
and
mysteriously
round
out of
and
existence in a single
round
moment
and
for
round.
no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
No.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
The end
I'm
is never the
dreaming about
end,
a
is
voice
never the end, is
describing
never the
me,
end.
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's
So
asleep,
long,
he
and
doesn't
thanks
have to
for all
take
the fish.
responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right
So,
now.
this does
as
have
he's ever
Hitchhiker's
been in
Guide
his
to the
life.
Galaxy feels.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
No.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
I'm already
I
awake.
wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
Bro.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
The end is never the
My
end.
life
never
is
the
normal.
end.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Everything went black.
Fade to black.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Hello,
She
Mariella.
rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows
Cuckoo.
what crazy
Absolutely
people look
cuckoo.
like. And in that moment, she thought
Absolutely
to herself
cuckoo.
how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
No.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wrong meeting, love. Wrong meeting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope. Do 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 do. What can I get through there? Okay, so there is a door that can get through to there, which is not there. Which oh fuck. 4, 5, 6. Beep, 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 beep.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. Door is there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to... Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
No. Well. Ah, close the door. Again? No. Let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss suffers losses, then that's what the boss chose. Do, 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 do. Bish, 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 do, 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 do. Extreme bathroom, bro. I love that the click action is a keyboard click. Here. Again. Anything? Click, 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 clickety clack, click, click, clack. Okay. He's not taking any crap this time, is he? Oh, shit. Hey! Bing bong! I love that. I love that it unlocks something new every time you go through it. Don't. That's a junk. It's got that sweet It's got that sweet elevator vibe, hasn't it? Ba 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 ba. Oh my God! How long does this go on for? Oh my God! Oh God! Oh yes, yes, yes. Dance and go. Sweep, plie, and thrust, and thrust, and thrust, and thrust, and thrust, and thrust, and thrust. Oh, I feel like I'm being brainwashed. Yes, Dan saying, yes, Dan. Do, 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 do. Oh, we got, hey, can we harmonize our doo-doos, bro? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Spin it around at the speed of sound. Go head to head, going way on time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ha ha ha. David, David, David. Ah, and do we go back up? Oh my, oh my. That's a lovely elevator tune.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
That's not...
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
hello.
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could not possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Not anything. I put it in backwards. Get it right. Get it right.
2845.
I know, but it seems to be frustrating you again. Every time that something makes you... Every time something makes you go la 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 la. 69, 69.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
You cheated! No!
Well, whoop-de-doo.
You cheated. You cheater. Cheater. I'm mad at you. Can I go through here? All right. I'll play along for a second. Oh, damn. I was hoping there was somewhere I could go other than where you wanted me to go. I pressed down. I pressed up. I love that. I love that. The like, if you do something wrong enough, the game fights you.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, hello.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
The end is never the end is never the end.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
Yeah, I know.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Yeah?
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I love your sarcasm, bro. I wonder. Let's go down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Oh, bro.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
No. 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 No, he won't. If you and...
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh my god! What magical adventures do we have up here? I know! Driving the narrator mad!
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me.
Da
Give me a time out
da.
here for a minute while I process this.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Now he's fighting back. Oh. It's not as fun when you don't fight back, bro. Come on. That's marvelous. Please hold. Please hold what?
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
You good?
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Oh. Right. Down we go then. Anything back here? I'm lost. Down?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Guess what's coming up next? Guess what? What you gotta say now? Hmm? What you gotta say now? See?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't
Right.
you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you, which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Right. We're going. We're going.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
What about that door? To the stage.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative.
No.
Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and
No.
speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Dun, 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 dun. And play, and play. Ball 69. Change the world with that statement.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Oh, bro, here we go. Oh my god. I love these multiple ending games.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't, bro.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yeah.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
I don't want to go there. Is it the only way I can go? Damn it. Damn.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Take your time, old boy.
Right,
Take your
left,
time.
Down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Right, there we go.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, it's like the comedic backrooms. Hello. Oh, jokes. Absolutely jokes.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, we don't.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, it's going to be screwed, mate.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, mate. No. And there's no roof.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
There's the door. Hey. That's the door I went through.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
No.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Not gonna work, bro. You're the one. You're the one that's messing it up.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I beg your pardon.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
It takes a lot of work to defy.
What happened this time? I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's not where the story is, mate. That's not where the story is, mate. And I'm going this way.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I'd say he's Willow. I'd say 437. 4B6, I think.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
bro, you're
we
thinking too
imply a
much.
Journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Just a bit.
Not sure where I was going with all that.
Just
you know
a bit.
what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ooh. Now you got me on track. Now let's follow the yellow line. Gotta follow the yellow line. You gotta be in line. You got it right this time. Oh, you know how to get me right. Oh, we're going up the stairs on this adventure. Don't you know where the hell? Oh, let's go over the wall and then. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Heave ho, heave ho. Da 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 da. Wee. Doobie doo 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 doo. Oh, sorry. Had to take after golf course. Oh my God, here we go. Yes, yes, we've got a good going on. Oh, yes. Swing those legs, left and right and left and right. Where do you want me to go? Left, right, swing it, swing it, swing it.
The music. Go back and look at that fern.
Hello.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
We are.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Not a single dicky bird. Not a single dicky bird. And let's go this way, this way, this way, this way. Where's the music? I want the music back. Give me the music back.
Oh, no.
Hey!
No, Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
The line is on my side. The line is on my side.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
I'll have a
Why
lot.
can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Now he's getting it. I think I've...
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Right, so we're going that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Oh, yeah. We got it good now.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Damn it. The confusion.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Well, I've just taken a
So
screenshot
now,
of that.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Good lad.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Oh.
I guess now we just wait, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose in some way that
Forever.
this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Ah! The narrator's gone. Oh, yay!
All
Freedom!
of his co-workers
No!
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is not it. This is not...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Let's go. And we got you. All
Yet
right.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, they boarded up the club. Oh, dear.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Absolutely funky. I've already been down.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, mellow vibes, bro. Down, down. Oh. Ba, ba, ba,
Feeling
ba,
soothed
ba.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, this time we actually go down in the elevator. Instead of going up and down. Oh, God.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Hey! We go along the story, but rush through it as fast as possible. Yeah.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Oh.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Yeah.
and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Because it's what you don't want.
As As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Stanley Parable. Do, do.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's... Oh my god. Filing cabinets, yeah. Office computers. Yep. Shows you the world as it is, the office. Button sounds. Credits. Oh, that's wicked. It's the cubicle. Maintenance room. The copier. Is this all the endings that I actually got? Warzone. Oh wow, alien base. One. Ooh, the game. Capybaras. That's wicked. Narrator emails. Oh my god. Telephone. Obey, disobey, lounge, staircase. Meeting room. Option. One option. Then. That's fucking cool. Is there an actual vent there? Oh. And then there's a vent into the... Oh, okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. We got... How up? Oh my. Trailers. We ran 4 major teasers. Am I in the... I'm in the testing rooms. This is amazing. Oh. That screen. Apartment timer. It's gonna happen in 3 seconds. Nothing apparently. It's like, is it heaven? Wow, okay. It's like we've reached heaven. the exit. How'd you get down there? Ah.
Stanley pushed the big red button. Then he pushed the number 4. Stanley stood on the snow.
Kevin Brighton.
Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Then he pushed the number 8. Stanley walked over the bridge.
Where's the exit? It's up here. The exit, the exit, the exit. Go to the exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Oh, yes.
How they wish to control one another.
Oh, yes.
How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Stanley. Right, let's go through.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
New content, no.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh, I can hear his frustration. Oh, I'm doing the request of Vulgaire now. We're just gonna try and get through this as quickly as possible.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh no, what horrible.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh no, whatever will I find?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Offline, offline, offline. Offline, offline. All of it is offline. Mind controls idle, awaiting inputs. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible... blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No. No.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh my.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
He was happy. Happy. Complete the Stanley Parable. Right. And... oh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
My.
So the thought of total solitude was terrifying
No.
to him. New content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Indeed.
a reimagining of the game's
New
consoles
shiny.
and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable.
What do?
Deluxe.
What
Oh,
do?
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
All right.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. 100 more ways to drive you mad. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Okay. So you can jump. Boing, 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 boing.
Is that it?
That it?
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Go have a look. Well,
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley
Oh my
Parable
God.
Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And every...
Thousand-
wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever
you're
it
gonna be
is.
disappointed, bro. You're gonna be disappointed.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
No, never.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Boom, 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 boom. Whee! What are we doing?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and
What
tucked
was
it
it?
away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had
Zone,
integrity.
sweet zone.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Memory lane. Got a CD. We got $1. Probably the first one the game ever made. Ah. Go outside. Unachievable. What an achievement. What's in here?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds
why are you
to be
speaking
every
like
game ever created.
an East End
Did you hear that,
skinhead?
Stanley? Every game ever created.
Down here
That's
on
how
this
grand
car.
and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Oh, that's cool.
It was literally every
You
game
gotta
ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
You gotta
it was all
appreciate
of
the
them.
Half-Life
And now
2 engine.
It's nothing.
It made
It's
so
no
many
games
things
at all. It isn't even
possible.
the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
A
with
lifeless
an hour of
husk.
new elevator content.
Right, so that's the way we're supposed to go. Oh, we can't go there just yet then. Terrible. Oh my god.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
The point is trying to make, I suppose.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, hello.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Nope.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I can tell you one place. I can tell you one place where you won't like it.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh no!
Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as stirring as I always remembered.
What now?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh no.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you for... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
How long this time?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Hello? Well,
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's...
God. Are we done? Wow.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the...
You alright there, bro? Oh. What's behind her anyway? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Skip. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. You okay, bro? Sunlight. We have sunlight. We have sunlight. Oh my God, we have sunlight. Oh my God. Oh wow. A new world. A new world. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh. No. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you there? Oh, that's cool. The screams. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Is the skip button's broken? Oh. Hello.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Was that it? New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh. Oh.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Well, you had a lot of time to do that, didn't you?
And any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So
Yeah.
forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
You see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
All right, investor showcase. Let's have a look. Yep.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term...
It screams
franchising
disappointment.
potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Looks like a disappointment. Can I go through here? Oh. God damn it. Where are we going, old chap? Where are we going?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Got a t-shirt? I don't want to. New office. Red is the new orange. Baby is all grown up. New updated. More of it. We got the background stuff. What's over here?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
You mean at the end of the story? Yeah. It'll go at the end of the story. Be your name in the game. I like
For the
games
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, but how? Button that says
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
no.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Bro, tell me not to. I'm gonna do it. Just can't help myself, bro. I just can't help myself.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
The reassurance bucket. Let's go play with a bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
How does that work?
It's true.
How does that work?
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
The bucket is the perfect
try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Well,
the benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Ah. Well, the bucket. Where are we taking the bucket?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Yeah. We knew that was happening. We knew that was happening.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Great new easy achievement. Do we go down? What's down here? Pull this lever. Receive your achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world.
I caught it. Absolute disappointment.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Bro, I told you. I told you what was gonna happen. My God.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't fucking know. Sure, exhibit. You don't know we're misleading. God damn. What's down here? What's down here?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No. No. No.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No. No. I want to hear your desperation.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Yeah, why
If that
not?
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I want to go down there. Oh.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than
Yeah.
you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Oh gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yeah.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Now you're
Well, there it
speaking.
is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
Yes.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Forever.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you
Bye-bye.
and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Oh, yeah, we will. Du-du-du. Du-du-du-du. Me, my hole, and my bucket. Oh, hey. The hole. The hole. Do 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 do. Oh, that's cool. Stanley. Boom. Hey, 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 hey. Oh. Hey. Down, down. Oh, that was cool. Oh, Stanley. Oh, see that rip. See. Yeah? What's up?
Stanley.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Why
From
not?
the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Doodle. We going down again. We going down again. Ah. Well, that's just lovely.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
All right. Let's go down this way then. Collectibles.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
That's through there. We went through there, didn't we? Or was it down here? That's the free achievement. Alright. The exit is up here. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the collectibles exhibit. You see, there is a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the collectibles. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Is that it? Okay.
God,
Right.
it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I know. How dare they reward you for hard work? The fact that you carry the bucket the whole time. This epilogue. Okay. Epilogue. Now, how dare they? Rewarding you for hard work. And what do they do? Slap you in the face and give you a reward. Settings, world champion. Oh, yeah. Stay in the settings for God knows how long. Right. Re-achievement. Mostly infinite hole. Well, mostly infinite. It was the infinite. Seen the infinite hole. Seen the collectibles. Office decorations. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've got the bucket. Settings world champion. Merch. This map. Jump circle, yeah. You're gonna stop me again. Now, if someone left a bag, goddamn. Oh, right.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they would stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait. Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. with respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I wonder if... I click quick to desktop, will it do anything? Or is it just permanently change it to the Stanley Parable 2?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.